OMGs, boys, girls, in-betweeners, how you doing? Red here, and we are back with kind of a special episode of the Mixup, because this is going to be a little bit more freeform and a little bit more of a fucking rant, because Street Fighter Anniversary Collection released this week, and I, for one, was actually very excited to get this game, because normally the only way I can play Third Strike is via Fightcade, and Fightcade is great for playing Third Strike, but the problem is that the player base is very small and the people there are very, very good. And I'm not good at Third Strike. I'm genuinely not. I'm kind of fraudulent at it, actually. So I was really looking forward to playing a game which would have a larger player base and have people that were more my skill level, so I could actually learn the game. I could jump into practice mode and actually learn how to play Third Strike properly and actually get good at it. And we got this. This, if you haven't played this game already, the 30th Anniversary Edition, it's not very fucking good. And I'm going to go over all the reasons why and show you all the reasons why this is not only garbage, but just Capcom just fuck up everything they touch. And that's coming from the perspective of a Capcom fanboy, but let's get into that a little bit later. Right now I'm going to show you this just basically live as I record this. I normally record over footage, which I will probably do a little bit later. But right now let's jump into this. So these are the options that you have as you jump into the game. You have offline, online, museum options. I haven't even gone near museum yet. Let's be real, like, yeah, people will get this for the offline, absolutely, because they'll be used at tournaments and things like that. And from what I've heard, the offline is fine in terms of being able to, like, the emulation. There's maybe one extra frame delay in the actual emulations compared to, like, the best versions, but they are, for large part, quite good if you're just looking to play offline. But where, you know, the majority of people are not going to be looking to play offline, they're going to be looking to play online. So this is where the real problem starts, because you do not have online training mode for a start, so you cannot go into training mode and practice while you wait for a match. Your only options are to wait for a ranked match, a casual match, do a lobby, or do arcade mode and get offered matches while you're doing arcade mode, which is less than ideal. So that's the first problem. This is just the start of where things are problematic, because here's your online options. You get your input lag, your skill level, your lobby type, and that's it. You cannot filter by country. You cannot filter by connection quality. You cannot filter by anything. And that's going to be a big fucking problem if you don't live in America. Now, if you live in America, I've heard varying accounts from people and they say, like, it's not too bad, the online, and that's largely because I would strongly suspect that the largest number of people playing this game right now aren't in America. This game is not available in Japan yet. So America's going to have the largest player base, which means you have a decent chance, if you live in the United States, of finding someone close by. If you don't, this is what happens. We go in a ranked match. You have to select what game you want to play in ranked every fucking time, which is just an extra step, which is completely unnecessary. You should select the game that you want first, and then go into online. But okay, fine, whatever. That's, you know, this is not a deal breaker by any stretch of the imagination. Go into Third Strike. Queue ourselves up for game. Oh, I got a disconnect penalty. We'll get to that later. Don't worry about that. I've been rage quitting, and you'll see why. Don't worry. So let's see. We'll see how long this takes. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long. It's actually pretty good about finding matches, and the reason for that being is that it does not look, like I said, it doesn't filter by anything, so it just gives you the first person that you run into. And oh! What's going on with the sound? What's going on? This sound's fucking broken, and you know why? Because this game is already lagged to shit. Yay! This is, by far and large, the biggest problem this game has. There's no filtering. You can see this, you can hear it. It is unplayable, and you have no way of being able to basically quality control your connection. You can't. You know, it doesn't show you the person's connection, as you saw. It just waits for you to get to the character select screen. I'm not even trying to win this match, by the way. I'm just doing shit. So I'm trying to talk at the same time. Because you can't filter, you can't back out of the match if they have a bad connection. It doesn't give you the option of accepting the match if they have a bad connection. You just get to go into the match right away, and you get to deal with this every single fucking time. Oh my god, this really is, you have no idea. This is like playing underwater. It's like we are just lagged in, like we are trapped in tar. He's just doing spinning bird kicks. It's like we're playing in tar. You can hear it, you can see it. It is a fucking mess. And it is completely, this is 2018. 2018. And a game has released from, you know, a first party, or in this case, I mean, second party really, because it's Capcom. A second party publisher, and they have just completely released it with not even the most bare bones online options in the world. What super did I pick? Did I pick? Ah, I picked this one. You can't even punish it. You can't even punish it. No filtering. No options back in and out. Now, don't get me wrong, the netcode itself, it's not GGPO, which again, why I'm not even sure. But when you get a person who's actually in the same country as you, is not actually terrible. I was streaming this last night, and I had people in the chat who'd actually run into me, and they're like, "What country are you from?" And I'm like, "I'm from Australia. Where are you from?" "Canada." These are the kind of connections that's just like going like straight away. This is who you should be playing. Yeah, I'm gonna try and super one more time. That did not work, and I'm fine with that. So I'm in Australia, and the first option the game has is to pair me up with someone from Canada. It doesn't wait to try and find someone nearby. It just goes, boom, Canada. Now let's quit out of this. That's the first problem this game has. The second problem this game has, which is actually kind of funny, is that, and this is not intentional, this is actually, I would guarantee you this is not intentional. You saw that I had a rage quit indicator come up earlier. It hasn't come up now for some reason, but I had one come up earlier. And Red Gambit, I have been rage quitting a lot, and you're gonna see why. Because when you get to the character select screen, oh, it's a fucking mess again. I don't want to play this fucking mess. How do I rage quit? Do I go to the PS menu, open up the game, and then hit close? I could do that, or I can just hit the PS button, go straight back into the game, and it automatically disconnects. It has a rage quit button. It has a legitimate rage quit button. You just have to press the PlayStation button if you have the PS4 version, and it automatically rage quits for you. It is mind-blowing. They've actually made it easier for rage quitters to quit out of the fucking game if they're losing. So yes, I have been rage quitting a lot because every time I get to that character select screen and I hear a train wreck of audio, I'm like, I'm not putting up with this. Coincidentally, if you don't get a train wreck of audio, if you actually get smooth audio, it means your connection is good and you should play the game out. But that's just not gonna happen because it's just giving me someone from buttfuck nowhere in an iron shed with their internet cable plugged into a potato. And that's who you get every single time. Maybe one in every 10 matches is good for me, because I live in Australia. Oh look, train wreck. Rage quit it. And that's how you do online in the 30th anniversary edition right now. It's so fucking bad. It boggles my mind how Capcom in 2018 decided they needed to have, they looked at this game, they gave it to Digital Eclipse. Who the fuck Digital Eclipse is, I don't know. I've never heard of them, have you? They gave it to Digital Eclipse to make this port, to make this collection. Digital Eclipse came back to them, showed them this, and they went, it's good enough, put it out to market. It's great. There's no way we'll catch flack for this. And there's no, it's just wrong. It's just fucking wrong. And that's the part that just absolutely blows my fucking mind, because I'm a Capcom fan. I love me some Capcom games. Let's go to another ranked match while I'm talking about this. I'm not gonna rage quit out of it. We'll just play over the fucking terrible lag. I'm not gonna give it shit. I'm a Capcom fan, and I have defended a lot of mistakes that Capcom has made in the past. All right, I defended Street Fighter Cross Tekken when it came out. Yeah, when that game came out and had the gem system, I was like, we'll give it time. We'll see how the gem system turns out. It's the same dude we had before. I think it is. I was okay with the gem system. When On Disc DLC was discovered and they got fucking crucified for it. I genuinely didn't. I was like, okay, well, you know, it's bad, sure, but a lot of companies doing that as well. I don't know if you guys were aware of it, but I could definitely recall there are instances where I purchased DLC, Saints Row 3 being one example, and it's like, oh, your DLC took 5 seconds to download because it was already on the disc. So I was like, you know, it's bad that Capcom's doing this, but you know, they're not the only company that's doing it. Let's stop acting like they are. Yeah, I defended that. I defended so many things. I defended Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I said, look, this game has a terrible fucking roster. There's no getting around that. It has terrible fucking graphics. There's no getting around that. But it's a lot of fun to play if you actually play the game. And I stand by that. It actually is, to my mind, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is actually better than Dragon Ball FighterZ. I will fight you in the streets about that. But that's a topic for a different video. So, you know, I would really love it if Capcom could stop making terrible decisions. You know, when Capcom released Street Fighter V, and it was a bare bones online-only game with no story mode, half a fucking roster, and a plethora of features that were missing, I said, look, let's give it time. It's still a good game. You know, let's see what Capcom's roadmap is for this. But this, what we're seeing right now on the screen, is completely unacceptable. There is no way anyone can release a game in 2018 with these kind of online matchmaking options and just not expect to get fucking crucified for it. And I'm honestly really tired. As a Capcom fan, I want Capcom to succeed. I want them to hit those sales targets they want. I want to have the new renaissance of Street Fighter like it was in the 90s. I was around in the 90s when Street Fighter 2 was dominating the world, when there was 16 fucking different versions of Street Fighter 2 on different consoles and arcades and things like that. There was so many options, versions of Street Fighter 2. It was the Fortnite of its day, and I loved it. I want that to happen again, but it's never going to happen again if Capcom keep putting out shit like this. That's the fucking problem. Can you just not try to win this? That would be outstanding if you could do that for me. Oh my god. So I say this out of love. You know, there's a lot of videos on YouTube which will crucify a company for making terrible decisions and just be there for the rage and try and get views. I don't want to do that. I'm not on board that. I want Capcom to do well. I really do. Just, my god, how can someone make a game like this in 2018 with these online options? I know I'm rambling, but I'm still boggled at this point with these online options, and just say, yeah, it's okay. This is fine. And I'll actually post a clip at the end of this, when I'm doing editing, that I've played this game. I haven't played this game actually much. I played it for probably about 5 hours, maybe 6. I tried to do super and wake up. Okay, we won. I'll post a clip at the end. I've had it for about 5 or 6 hours. I've played it for about 5 or 6 hours, I should say. And over the course of those 5 or 6 hours, it is hard crashed. Like crashing back to the PlayStation menu with a blue screen of death. Hard crashed 3 times. Twice was during a stream last night within the space of 5 minutes. One of them was just, all I was trying to do, I was sitting in a lobby and I had the goal to try and spectate a match in a lobby. I spectated a match and it fucking died. And it did it again 5 minutes later. It is, I mean, if nothing else, if you want to try and defend anything else in this game about, you know, the structure of it, about the framework around, like you know, the ports are fine. The ports themselves are fine. If you can get a good connection, it does actually, when you get a good connection, it plays really well. It feels very smooth, feels very silky. It does feel really good. It does what it's supposed to. I actually hit the desk so hard it bumped my controller. That's how passionate I am about this. It feels so good when you get someone who has a good connection and it finally works and it does the things it's supposed to do. But if nothing else, this game is actually unstable on top of everything else. So I've ranted on for long enough. Please, by all means, post your thoughts below. If you have a different experience, if you feel that I'm being unreasonable, post a comment below. If you agree with me, post a comment below. I would love to know what everyone thinks and what their experience has been. I've heard the PC version is better, which again is fucking disappointing because that's the second game that I've bought recently. The other one being Dragon Ball FighterZ, where I heard the PC version was actually better. Because the matchmaking in Dragon Ball FighterZ is still, like, we are like, what, 5 months after Dragon Ball FighterZ release, and the matchmaking is still kind of broken. It's not good. But that's, again, different video. Not gonna talk about that. Post your comments below. That's it for me, guys. I'll show you the little snippet at the end. And, yeah, kisses, hugs, and belly rubs. I'll see all of you very soon. Oh no! Did he rage quit? Oh my god, we were finally having a match. We were having a match, what happened? Oh, this fucking game. You live in Canada, well that explains a lot. And it crashed! 30th anniversary, ladies and gentlemen. Now do you believe me when I say this is the worst port I've ever seen?